Okay, I was led by God to come through and share some of the things that I learned about surviving stalkers, gang stalkers, domestic violence, murder for hire. So for me, I learned that it's best for you to get your mail forwarded to your post office that it's sent from and just pick it up from there, because all information is public information. So when you move to your new place, don't put anything in your name. Put it, like, if it's mail that you need, do not change your address in the mail system. I know that you could get your address made confidential, which is something that I'm doing as well. So my address is confidential at this time. And all of my mail from my old apartment, I go pick it up from the post office. And even with that, like, any mail that I choose to get, I still use my old address. And then I'll just go pick it up from the from the post office. Another thing is with the mailing and IDs. I have my ID still at my old address, and I understand that that's somewhat illegal, but it's protecting me from people who go look in public records to try to see where I moved to. So I keep that the same, and I've been doing that since 2010. So now it has my most recent address on it, but back then I kept a old address for a long time, until I moved into the new place, and they told me that I had to bring my proof of address. And even though I explained my situation, they still wanted me to update the address, so I did that. And so that's why my new ID from January this year, it has my most recent address. It does not have my new address. What else? Oh, with the banks, I advise you to get bank accounts that are not known to the person, the offender. Like, try a bank that they've never used or they don't have any friends at, because my person had friends and family working in the bank. They would look up where I was swiping my card at, and then he would go to that store and ask about them seeing me. They would show pictures of me and my kids. Well, he would. And he would tell the person, this is real facts. He told the person in the corner store that I used to swipe my card at, he told him that I kidnapped my kids and he was looking for us. And so when I went to the store, the dude said something to me about it. So I knew that I had to get the from around there. So I won't do that no more. I got a bank that don't nobody use, that he knows. And he never, he's never used. It's even a bank that I never even really heard of like that. So that's why I chose it. What else can we do? What else? Insurance, my car insurance and everything like that is all attached to the old address. The post office will hold your mail for an overextended amount of time because of the situation. So you just tell the postmaster what's going on, and they will allow you to come pick your mail up from there until you get your address confidential, okay? Change phone numbers, of course, change phone companies. The people who has, like, if that person has, like, for instance, for me, my mom, this dude has my mom's phone number. My mother has not changed that number, like, since forever. Like, I was like 8, 9 when she got that phone number. She still has that same number. So he knows her number. And he also went to somebody that he knew that worked at her phone company, which is AT&T. Not trying to say nothing's wrong, because it could happen at any phone company. But he went there, and he has an uncle that worked there. Well, they both used to work there, but his uncle was working there. And he had, after he got fired from AT&T, he used his uncle to log into my mom's information, and he was able to see the phone numbers and the text messages that I was sending to my mom. Like, if I would send her my new number, or I would text her, and it, like, if he read the messages, he could know if it's me or not. And that's how he got my phone number. He even changed her name in her account to my name. So that was how I knew that he did it. Also with him calling my new number. So it all lined up to make sense. So that's something else that you guys can do. Change companies, and don't give it to the people who they know their phone number. Because what happened to me, this person was able to use somebody that worked at her phone company, read her text messages, and see her call log, and he got my number that way. If it's anything else that I could share with you guys, I will be back. But for now, I think that's it. These are tips on how to stay safe. And things that are actually working for me in the past and currently. All right. Stay safe, y'all.